Welcome to your final destination, Mr. Bond. You're in Burma. Your last stop. The end of the line. The place where your sad story comes to an ugly end.
So how does it work, Rack? What do? Fly your kidnapped victims here and torture them until they give up their corporate secrets?
Take a very good look at this knife, Mr. Bond. It's platinum, encrusted with precious stones and diamonds. Designed to elicit the most exquisite pain when I use it to eviscerate a man and skin him alive. You talk, Mr. Bond. You give up your secrets. Sooner or later, they all do.
You could kill me, Rack. But MI6 will send somebody else. Either way, you're as good as dead right now.
Wait. I'll be there as soon as I can. Get my helicopter ready. We're going to Bangkok. When I return, Mr. Bond, we're going to string you up in the yard and bring all the prisoners around to watch. After they see me cut your tongue out, it may help loosen theirs.
Well, it looks like we're fucked. Oh, wait. It looks like a button prompt will let us escape. Yep, those iron shackles are no match for the B button. Now we really want to get out of here. This is not a good place to be. So we pick up a gun here. It's actually kind of a new gun, the M9. It's the only other pistol in the game we can use other than the Walther. Now this is kind of funny. This is sort of a trap. This guy looks like the perfect takedown victim. However, there's an achievement for getting a kill with every weapon in the game. And in general, this is going to be the only guy you have the opportunity to shoot with the M9. Because in the next room, we're going to get our silenced pistol back. And while it's possible to bring the M9 with you for the rest of the level, like I said, most people will pick up their, normal gun right away. Here's that room. I don't know exactly what it's for, although it looks like an office of some kind. Over there in the corner flashing, we can see our pistol and our smartphone. Before we hack the door, that laptop downstairs was actually a piece of intel. And this is actually a profile on James Bond himself. And pretty much what it says is that Bond has been a thorn in their side, and that now is the time to take him out before he causes too much more trouble. One line in there that's kind of interesting is it says, "Fortunately he managed to kill them before he learned too much," speaking of Burnin and Pomerov. Makes you kind of think that maybe Bond should ask questions before he shoots. At least sometimes.
Some of you harbor dreams of escape. These are fantasies. There is no escape from this place. There is no way of seeing your children or your wives again. You belong to us. We own your body, your spirit, your mind, and you will tell us what we want to know, or Rack's knife will be the last thing you ever see. There goes Mr. Rack. But don't worry, he'll be back to deal with all of you soon enough.
I actually kind of like this level. It's a cool setting, Bond in sort of this weird, almost POW camp type of thing. It's a little bit like the start of Die Another Day, I think, where Bond is captured, but that whole sequence in that movie takes place over the course of pretty much the introduction, whereas this is sort of part of the climax. We only have 2 focus aims, so since that one guy left, we have just enough. We're actually going to pick up a new weapon here. This is the M1. It's another shotgun, but as far as shotguns go in this game, it's actually pretty good. We'll be using it a little bit later, and it actually has one really big advantage over some other guns, but we won't be seeing that till near the end. I didn't really look at it before, but there's this big gate blocking our way, so we need to find a way around it. And that is a long fall into some fast-moving water.
A prisoner has escaped. Find the British spy.
So they only leave one guy to watch their back, and I really don't know what he's looking at through his binoculars. Maybe he's just trying to look busy. This next part here, I'm going to take kind of slow and quiet, and I'm just going to let you listen to the conversation.
The river. Gamma, perform a sweep of the barracks. He may be heading to the jungle. This prisoner is priority 1. No sign of him in the prison yard. He's definitely left the area. If you spot the escapee, do not shoot. We need him alive.
Are you crazy? You heard what this guy did in Bangkok. If I see him, I'm taking him down.
Negative. Ready? How do you think Rat will react if we kill his prize captive?
I'll worry about this later. If I live to tell him.
Something tells me a quick death from the British spy will be preferable to a slow one at Rat's knife point.
Yeah, well, see what you do if you spot him.
10-4. Just keep searching.
Right, I like that conversation. It's kind of nice that Bond has a reputation for being, well, effective, I guess. Although it is sort of silly that they order people not to shoot, because trust me, when they know you're here, they shoot at you. This laptop here is another piece of intel. And similar to the first, it's a profile on Nicole. So they actually have quite a bit of information on Nicole, what she was doing working with MI6. I mean, maybe they can find information on Bond, but it's pretty impressive that they have that much information about her.
Lock down all non-essential routes. Scramble all patrols. We need to find this guy.
So similar to that last part, this can be taken slow and quietly. But if I were to do that, when would we ever show off the shotgun?
Out and patrol. You try fixing anything in this humidity. It's all rusted to hell.
I don't care. Just get it working.
Sigma, move your squad up and
Right, let's give the M1 a try.
Sigma team is en route to the hills. We'll update if we spot anything.
Horseman! Situation
So I cheated a little bit using the focus aims. But it is still pretty good for a shotgun. This truck I just blew up is actually another piece of intel, and it tells us that it's an ex-military vehicle imported as part of a larger shipment of other ex-military vehicles. Not terribly surprising considering the APC we saw earlier. And it's lucky we used the shotgun because we have another new weapon up here, in a weapon case. This is the Combat AR. So the Combat Assault Rifle is a very good weapon, probably the best in the game. It's got a slower fire rate, a lot like the UMP, but it does a lot of damage. It's got a big clip. It doesn't fire in burst, it's semi-auto, or auto. It's just a very good gun, and it's too bad we don't see more of it, actually. Speaking of ex-military vehicles, I don't really like how that APC keeps popping up. It also seems like it might be going to the exact same place we're headed. There's those two guys we saw walking. Let's go introduce ourselves. That was a completely different kind of hug than usual. Now, we have 3 guys and 3 focus aims. Unfortunately, it doesn't really matter, because a couple more guys are going to spawn in and take some shots at us, and the APC is going to start shooting. Just all over not a great situation. It's extremely difficult to not take any damage during that part, but the APC fires in the same sort of 2-round bursts over and over again, so it's very predictable. Still tracking us, let's make a run for it. And yeah, watch out for this part. That guy at the end has a grenade launcher, and that thing can hurt if you take a hit from it. That's everyone in this part. This laptop always screwed me up because I kept thinking it was a piece of intel. And it's not, it just looks like it should be. Luckily these guys leave grenade launchers lying around, so we can take out the APC. But I'm not actually going to use this one on the vehicle. I'm going to have some fun with it. So picking the M1 up again, I'm going to show you what I meant by this gun having a really big advantage over other guns. For some reason or another, this thing is extremely accurate, blind firing. Just from around a corner like that, you can take down people really quickly. I'm really not sure why, or whether it's supposed to be like that or not. One last piece of intel, weapon crate for the grenade launcher. it doesn't say anything terribly interesting about it. The one thing I like is it actually says the grenades are proprietary, which I think is just a funny way of explaining why there's not a lot of ammo for them lying around. But having said that, there's a lot of ammo lying around right here, and that's because this APC takes a good 4 or 5 grenades to destroy. We hit it once before, and I just gotta keep unloading on it till it dies. And that last grenade not only disabled the vehicle, but it opened up this gate. And on the other side of the gate is an osprey for us. So let's take to the skies and get the hell out of here. See you guys next time.